So I don't know if you guys have heard, but recently YouTube removed the ability to see the dislike count of any video on their platform. Now, personally, I really don't like this idea. I think, it helps me see what videos are good and what videos are bad. But the good thing is that YouTube still makes this information publicly accessible using their API. You just have to know what tools to use and how to use them. Right, so today we're going to be looking at YouTube's API and how you can view the dislike count of any YouTube video you want. First, I want to talk about what an API actually is, and then we'll actually get to the technical part of the video. What an API what an API stands for is it's an application programming interface, and you can basically think of an API as a messenger. It takes a request from you, the user, then it goes to the system, to the back end, tells the system what you want it to do, and then takes the information and brings it back to you, right? It's that simple. An easier way to think about it is when you're at a restaurant, right? You have the menu in front of you and you're sitting down ready to order, and the kitchen is right there and they can make any food you want. But the crucial thing that's missing is, how do you get the information from you to the kitchen so you can get the food you want? And what you can think of an API as is the server or the hostess that comes up to you, takes your order, goes back to the kitchen, tells them your order, and then brings you the food. Right? So in a more practical way, think of like an airplane booking website where you put in like your destination, you put in where you're leaving from, you put in the date you want to go, how many nights, all this information, and then you send it to the system. It aggregates it, checks the database, are there any flights available? Are there any seats available on the flights for these dates, for these locations? And then what it returns to you is, the amount of flights available, the price of each flight and stuff like that. Now, websites like Canoe and Kayak and all these hotel and airplane booking websites use the APIs of different airlines, of different hotel companies to get their prices, and then it aggregates them, right? So that's kind of a basic way to understand APIs. And now let's hop into the computer to see how we can use YouTube's API to query any video and get their dislike count. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you Google YouTube's API and click on the link. This is going to be where it leads you. And what you want to do is go down here and click search for content, right? So it's going to give you a ton of different, functions of their API, a ton of different data you can query. But what we're interested in is right here. You want to see videos and you want to go to list. Okay, so this is basically the API that'll take a video ID and then it'll return to you anything you want about that video. It could be comments, it could be likes, dislikes, it could be the title, any kind of information you want that is accessible to the public. And so the thing that we are most interested in right here is this part right here. It's called part, and this is basically what we want returned to us. And here what we want to put is statistics. Basically, these are all the options that you can provide to part, right? So you can do the content details, the file details, all of this stuff, but where the dislike count and the like count are located is the statistics part. So we put statistics here, and then we can just scroll down, and the other bit of information we need is the ID. Right? So how do we get an ID? So let's go to one of my most popular videos. And the way you can get the ID is right here. You click share, and then you copy this last part of the link, right? It's u2.be/ and everything after the slash. So if you copy that and then go back to the API, what you can do is paste it right here. And this is all the information that you need to get the dislike count of this video, right? So now if we scroll down, what you have to do is check these two and then click execute. Now what it's going to do is it's going to make you sign into your Google account just to authorize the request. And basically all you need is a Gmail account, anything like that, and sign in. So right now I'm going to sign into my YouTube account, and once it signs in, you click allow. It grants you access to the information. And then when you go back, you can see here we have a 200. It's green, it's a 200, it's an okay request. That means that, everything we passed through was right, and it returned a valid response. And then what you can do is scroll down, and you can see here statistics, view count 18,000 views and 18,914 views, like count 261, and dislike count 400.
They ask you how
434
you
dislikes.
say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, so that video was not a fan favorite, but you get the idea, right? And now just to prove to you guys that you can do this to any type of video, let's go to, one of the most disliked videos of all time, which is the 2018 YouTube Rewind. And here we can go again, click share, copy the end of this link to get the video ID. And then if we go back to the API, all we have to do is replace this ID with the one of the video that we actually want. You execute, it runs, and then we have all the information we need, right? So this is incredible to see. I think it's 3,066,000 likes, and then almost, almost 20 million dislikes, right? So this shows you that you don't have to be the owner of the video to see the dislike count of the video. All you need is a Gmail account, the ID of the video, and then this API, and you guys already know everything you need to put in to get the dislike count. So this is just a way to get around YouTube's like horrible way of hiding the dislike count and all that. You can use their API, get this information directly to get fascinating information like the like and dislike count of the Rewind. 20 million dislikes, 3 million likes, you know, stuff like this is so interesting to see, and I hope that you guys enjoy and have fun with this API. You know, you can build some really cool things, and it basically gives you a lot of awesome information that you can play around with. So as always, if you've enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate a like and a subscribe to the channel. If there's anything else you guys want to see or have anything you want to add, feel free to comment down below. And as always, have a good day and enjoy your coding.